Alright guys, so here's game one of the series of the Indians versus the Red Sox. Alright, so right here in the bottom of the third, they get their first run here, and it was a sort of a close play at first, or home. But yeah, it's 1-0 right here. Bottom of the fourth, and we get Jason Worth trying to lean a little bit. We pick him off at first, which is good because we got him off base. And Adrian Gonzalez right here in a jam, runners on the corners, and we get him to ground out. Well, fielder's choice, but it was pretty close actually. I shouldn't have gone to second. Right here, Worth tries to steal. He had a pretty bad night. The Red Sox, they got freaking Jason Worth on their team, man, and they also have Giovanni Soto. So I mean, they got some pretty good players on the team, along with Adrian Gonzalez. They don't have David Ortiz though. Right here, I made a stupid play. I didn't have to dive right there, and I sort of misjudged it, and because of that, he's gonna get an inside the park home run, barely. If he would have hit the first cutoff man instead, it might have been a little bit closer. But instead, Carl Crawford does get the inside the park, and he's like, "Oh man." And right here, this is a very good play of the game right here. Adrian Gonzalez hits this ball off the wall, and I somehow got it. I didn't know where it was, but I got lucky and I found it. And I'm going to throw him out, trying to stretch it into a triple. So that's a good play to keep him off of third. And with 2 outs in the bottom of the eighth, I get, I don't know, Marco Scudero. I don't know who that was. He ground out. Bottom of the ninth, we're up by 3, and we get the jump play to first. Yeah, sorry I don't have any of my offense, though, because I don't bat. I don't like batting in this game, even though I am really good at it, though. Just yesterday, I brought my team back from a 0-3 deficit in the ninth. And right here, I get the second out of the ninth inning, strike him out. And I'm going to show you guys the Carl Crawford at bat right here. So here we go. There's a first pitch slider up in the zone for a strike. He could have taken that for a homer. And here's strike 2 on the corner with another slider. And right here, strike 3 looking. Get out of here. So that's going to end the game right here. Final score is 5-2. The Indians take game 1. We're going to be going to game 2 here shortly. Looks like it's going to be Carmona versus John Lester. So good matchup here, but we're going to go to game 2. Alright guys, so here we go with game 2. As you guys just saw, we won the first game, so now we're going against the Red Sox for the second game in the series, so let's go to it. Bottom of the second with 1 out, we're going to get a nice play from Asdrubal Cabrera to get, I don't know who's running, doesn't really matter. Bottom of the first, they had a guy in third with only one, well, they had a guy in second with no outs. They advanced him. Now there's 2 outs in the inning, and they're not going to be able to score him for now. So let's see what happens next. And Salto Maki is up with an 0-1 count, I think it looks like. I don't know. He's going to ground out to third to end the inning, so they're going to miss a chance to score a guy who was 90 feet away from home. Here in the bottom of the first, we're going to get a nice double play, 5-4-3 right there. Wish I'd be a little bit more emotional, but my parents are right next to me, or my mom is, so I'd be like kind of happy. Right here, they're going to get their first run here in like the bottom of the 6th, I think it is. I don't know. But they get their first run right here. And Kevin Youkilis up to bat, and we will get him to ground out to start the 9th inning. We gained the lead in the 8th inning. Just remember, I don't bat, sorry. So I can show, I would be able to show those, but fortunately I don't bat. And we get Worth the strikeout next, and so now there's 2 down, and with the guy in first, the tying run at the plate, they're gonna barely get out of there. If the yard was a little bit shorter, that might have been a home run, but I get out of there, and we get this, or Chris Perez gets the save, and we get the win. And the win goes to, I think it's Casey Jansen. Yeah, and the win for the last game went to Carlos Ibarra, by the way. And this is Chris Perez's second save, so let's go to game 3. I don't really know what happened, but in games 3 and 4, my PVR, like, it made the videos, like, they were like just like, they had like this like huge green haze in it, so you could barely see anything. So I don't know what the hell happened. Like I was editing them, and I looked at games 3 and 4, and they were like that. So hopefully it doesn't do it for the New York series, which is who we are now taking on. But as you see, we lost game 3, 3-9. Casimir had a horrible time. But the second one, we came back in the bottom of the 8th or something and won it. So yeah, now we are taking on the Yankees, unfortunately. So see some of their pitchers. They get CC, Jair Jurgens, and I don't know who else, but Ibarra's not gonna be starting. It's gonna be Romero. So anyways, hopefully I'll make those videos. If not, then who knows. But yeah, so we're taking on the Yankees. So screw us. All right, guys. So here's game 1 of the ALCS, and we're playing the Yankees. And here is one of their only runs of the game. Robinson Cano hits a home run to tie the ball game up at 1-1 in the bottom of the first. And that's all they're pretty much gonna get. Right here, we also get a nice double play, 3-6-1 or 3-6-3, I think. And at this point in the game right here, we're winning 9-1, and this is gonna be their final run of the game. It comes on a double play that we just let them have it. So final score of this game was 11-2. So we go to game 2. All right, so we got ALCS game 2 right here, and it's gonna be a good game right here. The first inning, get a nice double play to get 2 outs, obviously. Showing a little bit of highlights. We're winning like I think it's 1 or 3-0. I don't know. I really can't see that, but Mark Teixeira, I think, gets a homer right there. Right here, A-Rod is going to barely get a double over Michael Brantley's head, and that'll score the runner from second. And the throw home is going to be just too late. So, Yankees score. Right now it's 9-3 in the bottom of the 9th, and this game is going to be over. It's going to show the last 3 outs. We get a strikeout right there. We're going to get BJ Upton an 0-2 count to ground to the pitcher. Nice play right here. And for the last out, Derek Jeter is going to strike out to end the game. So we will win this game 9-3 because we're pros. Yeah, player of the game, whatever. Probably should edit this out. You see right there, 9-3. Alright, here's game 3 at home for us. So it's our first home ALCS game. And right here, I don't know how they score this. I'm pretty sure it's because the stupid computer AI knows that this throw is going to be offline. Because, just like if it was, from right there, if I would have thrown to the cutoff, they would have automatically gone because they knew I'm throwing to the cutoff, and it would be just too late. So, and then right here, Mark Teixeira is going to get a double, which will score the runner from first, of course. So right now we're down 2-0, I think. And then right here is a really bad play. We should have, I think, maybe gotten out of the inning. I don't know, but gives up an error. We get an error, and that puts us down 3-0. And here's a great play by Jason Donald to get out of this. But after this, it's just gonna be all Yankees. Here's a home run by, I think, Teixeira, of course. The guy's been beating us, sort of like Adrian Gonzalez last year. And that's just all I really want to show. We lose 8-1, whatever. So, yeah, we're going to go to game 4. Well, there isn't really much to say about game 4 except for the fact that we gave up two-run shots to Mark Teixeira and Derek Jeter, and that we ended up losing by a final score of 6-0. And right there, as soon as I threw that pitch, I knew it was going to be out of here because it was just a big hanging breaking ball. So we lost 6-0. That's pretty much all for that game. We go to game 5. All right, so here's game 5 of the series. And I'm not going to show you the highlights. I'm just going to show you my final at-bat. And I have a runner on second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. And you're facing Mariano Rivera. You're going to have a pretty tough time of getting him to blow a save. So Trevor Crow's at the bat here in the bottom of the 9th. He's our 8th hitter. And he's going to fly out to end the game. I thought I was going to get it, but I was only down by 1. And we could have came back and at least tied it, but it's not happening today. So now we are down 3-2 in the series. So let's go to game 6. Oh, I just screwed up, guys. In freaking game 6, I recorded the game, but I was looking through all my videos that I have, and I thought what is it, like I was trying to clear like some of the videos because like I thought like one of them was like from like one of my old MLB videos, but it wasn't. It was Game 6 and I deleted it. So yeah, but we just won Game 6 9-6. We won it in the bottom or the top of the ninth, and then we closed it out. So we're gonna have Game 7 here. Yay! All right, guys, here's Game 7, and we're gonna go to the bottom of the ninth, where I'm gonna try to close this game out. And we got runners on first and second with no outs, and I'm gonna get A-Rod to strike out. And then next we're gonna get Derek Jeter to pop out to center, and I'm gonna like try to fire to third just in case he goes or he doesn't go, so don't worry. And right here we get, I don't know who this is, but we get this guy to pop out to end the game, and I'm gonna let you guys hear this.
Indians are going to the World Series.
Well, they were certainly a deserving bunch, and there was no question they were the better team in the ALCS. And they're going to be a tough team to beat in the World Series, which starts in a couple of days.
Alright, so game 1 of the World Series, and we're gonna end up losing this game, and we're gonna lose 5-1, I think. And here's the first big shot in like the 5th inning, I think. Give up 2 runs on a 2-run double, and then shortly after that, wait a second here, Miguel Ordonez right here will hit a 2-run homer, and that's gonna be it. There's nothing else that happens for them. We get 1 more run like in like the 8th inning, but we end up losing this game, and we're gonna go to game 2. Alright, so here's game number 2 of the World Series, and it's not gonna be a good one for us. Top of the first, Pujols is gonna get a solo shot. Actually, the first 2 pitches of this game were both outs, and then the third one is a home run. So Pujols gets them early, 1-0, and here they're gonna drive in a single to score a run. So we're gonna be down 2-0 here, and this is in the same inning, I think. They're gonna get another run up the middle, another single. No play at home at all, obviously. And then once again in that inning, they're gonna barely get that ball past second baseman. Should have dove a little bit later, but all right, here we go with game 3 for the World Series, and there's not really much to say about this one. We won 1-0, and here's the bottom of the ninth, and my starter was going for a complete game shutout, and he gets a run on first though with Albert Pujols next, and we get him to fly out, but he pitched a shutout. He only gave up 4 hits, and he struck out 5 people, and we're gonna go to game 4 now. All right, so here's game 4 of the World Series, and right here, Albert Pujols gets a solo shot, and we end up losing this game 3-1. I actually batted in the ninth. I almost came back. I had runners on second and third, and I got a run home actually with 2 outs though, and we ended up losing. So that's game 4. Game 5. All right, so here's game 5 of the World Series, and we're gonna end up shutting out the Cardinals again. We're gonna win 3-0. So I'm just gonna show you guys the bottom of the ninth real quick. As you see, we get a pop fly, and then we get Pujols to ground out to second, and then to end the game shortly right here, gonna get a nice pop fly right here to the pitcher, and that'll be the game. So yeah, so we're gonna end up winning 3-0, and we're gonna go to game 6, which is at home. So now we're down 3-2.
It's going to take all hands on deck if these guys want to make a game of it.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw bounces up to him at the bag. Cold strike. Good biting slider there, hit on the ground down to third. Up with it there is Sandoval on to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians come home and gotten the victory they needed. It'll set up. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. And that's going to do it. It's all over, and the Indians are the world champs.
And these fans have been anticipating this moment all season, and now finally they can say their team is world champions.
Talk about coming up big when it matters most. How about turning in a performance like this in a series-clinching game? Guys, he's our top player of the game.
Well, you said it right there, Matt. This is where it matters most.